and start your reps. Just another 2. And then hold it at the top, a couple of seconds, and relax. Perfect balance. So some of the class we're going to be doing that way, where you're obviously face down.
Yeah.
And some of the exercises we're going to be doing where you're on your back. So I'll ask you to turn over at this point, and we'll do a few things on your back.
Do you want to put the music on just a little bit noise?
I was thinking people would prefer to hear the clicking of your knees and things like that, to be honest.
There's enough of that.
Actually, it's probably best to have a class with some music, but for people at home, I'd say put the music of your choice on. If you want something nice and relaxing, use something you want. Probably not a good idea to have AC/DC on when you're trying to do a nice relaxing class, but choose something. Right, so again, core nice and tight, nice calm breaths, okay? We'll have your hands underneath your bum if you want, or by your sides, up to you. And we'll have your knees not locked, just ever so slightly bent, and I'll ask you to take your feet off the floor slightly, and then just bring your knees gently up towards your chest, pause, return, and repeat. We're going to go for 5 of these. Well done, just hold it there, don't let it touch the floor. Couple more seconds, and relax. Okay?
Yeah.
Now we go for the other end, so I'll ask you to bend your knees, put your feet flat to the floor, and it's up to you now where you prefer to put your hands, because where you put your hands will make the exercise either slightly easier or slightly more difficult.
Yeah.
Okay? So in your case, because I know you're quite capable of doing this, I'm going to ask you to put your hands to your temples. All right? Now when you do crunch up, we want you to tense your belly. I want you to bring your head, your shoulders and your shoulder blades up off the floor. You don't need to come to a full seated position, all right? Nice and smooth and controlled. When you're ready, up you come. That's it. That's fine. Just a slight pause at the top, control it back down, and repeat. You've got another 3 to go. Well done. How's that feel?
Yeah, fine.
Good. All right then, we're going to go back to the other end with your legs, and this time we're going to make them a little bit more difficult. So it's up to you now whether you have your hands underneath your bum or by your sides, all right? So feet just off the floor. Now I want you to leave your right leg where it is and do the same knee up to chest movement with your left leg only. That's it. Now this is going to be a set of 10 in total, so it's going to be 5 on each side. That's number 5. Switch sides, that's it. Well done, and relax. How'd that feel?
So far, so good.
Yeah, okay. You're starting to look a little bit red in the face, so I think we're doing okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have your knees bent again. Feet flat to the floor. Now I'm going to ask you to do the curl again.
Yep.
And for those who want to make it slightly more difficult, I'm going to ask you to have your hands and arms fully extended in front of you.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right then. But when you do come up, I want you to crunch up, just the same way as you did before.
Yeah.
But I want you to hold for a good 2 seconds at the top.
Okay.
And then nice and slow as you go back down. Only 5 reps again, when you're ready. Well done. Okay?
Yeah.
Sliding along the floor a bit there.
Yes. It's travelling abs.
Right, we're going to go for what I call ankle slides. Some people call them ankle taps. All right? The idea is that you do curl up a little bit. Your arms are by your sides.
Yeah.
And the idea is to try to make contact between your fingertips and your heel, your ankle.
Right.
All right? Obviously, for some people, they may not have the range of movement to do it. The idea is that you aim for it, and hopefully over time you will improve, and ultimately you'll be able to do it. I'm pretty sure you will be able to do it.
No pressure.
No pressure. So this is going to be a bit of a longer exercise.
Yeah.
We're going to go for 20 reps. All right, sounds like an awful lot, but it's only 10 on either side. But the idea is we want to try to start and not stop for those full 20 reps. All right?
Yeah.
In your own time, all right, and obviously concentrate, stomach tight, nice calm breaths, all right?
Yeah.
When you're ready. I'm counting. That's 12, so you're well past halfway now. 19 and 20. Well done. Okay. Right, now, let's have those legs back out straight. Hands under your bum. Okay. I'm going to ask you to do the knees up to chest again for me. But when you come down, back towards the floor, I want you to do it in slow motion. All right? We're going for 10 reps this time, but it's slow motion as you come back down. Off you go. Brilliant.
Okay.
That's it. That's absolutely what we want. That's the halfway point.
Brain tells you just want to do it fast.
That is the thing, yeah, because momentum is the body's
Absolutely.
ideal way of cheating, and we're just trying to remove that little cheat. You've got 1 rep left to do, I believe. Well done, and relax. So how are you feeling?
Okay, yeah, good.
Good? All right then. We're just going to try something a little bit more complicated, a little bit harder, just for those people who want to push themselves. All right?
Yeah.
So I want you to have your arms fully extended in a moment, up above you,
Yeah.
like we did earlier. And I want you to do those knees up to chest, like we've just done. But as your knees come up, I want you to crunch up slightly and clasp your hands around your legs. Just squeeze for a moment and then relax, and then go back out to your starting position. Okay?
Yeah.
So arms up, feet off the floor, knees up to chest, clasp your hands around, and then return. Go for 10 of these. I believe that's number 5.
Yeah.
You are counting.
Oh,
You are counting. Okay. Where are we now, Tony?
8.
Okay. I just thought if I talk to you, you might lose yourself and forget your numbers. Okay. And rest when you're done. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, for the 20-minute class we're aiming for, we are at the halfway point.
Yeah.
All right? So what we're now going to do is turn you over. We'll do some stuff face down, and then we'll do a little bit of sort of relaxing stretching to wind it all up.
Lovely.
All right? So let's start by having you do the same hands and knees position we started off on.
Right.
All right? Now, I did say we were going to do exercises that we can make a little bit harder.
Yes.
And this is going to be that exercise again, a little bit harder. So left arm up in front of you, right leg even.
I can't do that. That's cool.
Okay, now, in order to make this harder, one of the simplest things to do is close your eyes. Okay, so we're going to go for a hold on this with your eyes closed. Any difference? Yeah, good, that's it. That's how you know it's working. So same rules, obviously, stomach nice and tight, remember your breathing. But isn't it interesting how just closing your eyes makes it that bit harder? Okay? Okay, change sides when you're ready. And And this is where you discover you have one side
Yeah.
that is stronger than the other. Almost everybody's going to have that. It's nothing to worry about. And it's the same motto we always use. You'll only be good at what you practice.
Absolutely.
So don't expect to be acing it all right from day one. It's actually quite nice to see you've got a bit of a wobble going on.
I'm human.
Okay, arm and leg back down. We're going to go back to the other side. So now we're going to go with our third option, right?
My eyes are open.
The third option is you do the elbow to knee,
Right.
and you now choose whether or not you feel stable enough to close your eyes when you're doing it. All right? So start off, eyes open, arm and leg up, get yourself nice and steady. Now it's up to you whether you want to close your eyes first or get a nice steady movement with your elbow to knee. But when you're ready, off you go.
Try one.
Okay, are your eyes closed?
Yeah, they are now.
Well done. Would this be the wrong time to say that I didn't start counting until now?
7.
8. We go to 10. Okay, change sides when you're ready.
Oh dear.
All right. So just to sum that up, you've got the normal static one with your eyes open. You've got the moving one with your eyes open, and you've got the static one with your eyes closed, and the moving one with your eyes closed. Each one getting a little bit harder. All right. Now you're a little less stable on this side earlier, so you might find you've got a bit more wobble. Nothing to worry about. Oh, brilliant. That's absolutely fine. Movement obviously works here. I think that's number 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well done. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Good. Yeah. I can't believe the difference in when I was moved into not that was today.
There you go.
But proof is it?
Absolutely. Right, what I'm going to ask you to do now is planks. All right, now obviously there are different versions of a plank, and I know you can do a full plank, but I'm going to ask you to start with an easier version.
Yeah.
All right, so for the first plank, you'll be on your forearms and on your knees. All right, so we just start that off so we can see how, so lay yourself as flat as you can with
That
your
way?
knees. There you go.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, there you go. So that's the easier version of the plank. Similarly, when your arms are further apart, you're making it easier for you. When you bring your arms closer together, you make it a little bit harder.
Yep.
Same with your legs, all right? So now I'm going to ask you to come up off your knees so you're on your toes. So you're doing the full plank. And all we're doing here is stomach tight, calm breaths, and hold. For anyone who does find this particularly easy, you can make it a little bit harder very quickly by putting your feet together, or even harder still, by putting your one foot up onto your other heel. I was challenging you to try that then, wasn't I? Well done though.
I'm not slipping.
Just a few more seconds. Okay, back to 2 feet. Widen your feet. And relax. How'd you find that?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
It's nice to do different options, isn't it?
It is. Last exercise we're going to do then is going to be the side plank. And I know an awful lot of people dislike this
My
one.
nemesis.
And just because obviously we're filming it, I'm going to ask you to turn the other way around when we do the other side, right?
All right, yes.
Otherwise, people are just going to be looking at the back of you, Tony.
It's probably the best.
So, with the side plank, you're on your forearm, you've got your feet on top of each other, and you're bringing your body up off the floor. Okay? Now, some people find this a bit difficult, and they may want to use their other arm, just touching their fingers on the floor to give them a little bit of support. If you don't need to do that, sorry, if you don't need to do it, then obviously have your arm off the floor. All right? I'm going to get you to do that just for a few more seconds. It is one of those exercises where your feet do tend to slide on the floor a little bit. You might have to reposition yourself. And then when you're ready, turn yourself around and we do the other side. Lots of advancements on the side plank, but they're for another day.
Absolutely. When I'm not here.
There we go. This, as I say, is going to be the